It is very difficult to define life. Therefore, the current method is to use common characteristics of existing living things, such as bees, potatoes and bacteria, and whatever considered to be living, and find out the common characteristics of these things. Then, we use these characteristics to define life. The problem is that the common characteristics actually differ between textbooks. For example, this textbook, OpenStax Biology, uses the 8 characteristics to define life. Order: the organism should be highly ordered. Organisms should sense and respond to the environment. Organisms should be able to reproduce, adapt, grow, develop and maintain homeostasis. It should use energy, and it should be able to evolve. This 8 is actually a lot, and other textbooks use fewer characteristics. For example, some textbooks use only 3: grow, maintain, and reproduce. Some have 5: grow, metabolize, responds to stimuli, and adapt, and reproduce. So the definition is very confusing, and not all common characteristics are necessary to define life. For example, all of existing organisms use DNA or RNA as genetic material. However, no textbook uses that as a definition of life. So which characteristics should be used? With which characteristics do you recognize that the thing is alive? We consider that as just 2. Maintenance and reproduction. Okay, imagine that you find some new unknown organism. The body must be organic. If the body is metal, you'd think that it's not alive. It should be separated from the world. This is the maintenance of homeostasis. It should be able to reproduce on its own. Viruses are not alive, so this is the definition to exclude them. Life should be able to replicate and transmit genetic information without relying too much on another systems. Viruses are not organisms, and cultured cells are not alive because we have to take care of them. Of course, there is a threshold that needs to be discussed. Parasites are alive although they rely on host, but viruses are not alive. There is no clear distinction between them. Imagine that an organism doesn't show response or growth. Doesn't evolve. Just staying still, but can reproduce. As long as it has certain body separated from outside world and as long as it can reproduce, probably we still think that the thing is alive. By looking at many definitions of life, we consider that these 2 are essential.